Hello, my name is Kobe Brown with the North Carolina History Center on the Civil War, Emancipation, and Reconstruction, and you're watching Culinary Civil War Tales. Today, we're going to be making Halloween pudding, also known as Irish Barmbrack. It is a dish originating back to Ireland and made its way to America and North Carolina by way of colonists and immigrants. This particular recipe we will focus on today originates from what is now called Winston-Salem. Halloween pudding was especially popular for the game of fortune telling through baking different items within the bread. It was also part of the tradition to bake the pudding in total silence. Once the batter mixture was poured into a baking pan, then certain items would be hidden within the batter. These items could range from buttons, rings, beans, or even coins. Once the Halloween pudding was finished baking, it would have been cut into the same amount of pieces as there were guests in attendance. All slices would have been eaten or broken apart until one of the special items was found by a guest. Each item actually had a special meaning behind it. If someone got a coin with their slice, for example, they were sure to gain wealth. A person who got a ring would be married soon, a button meant a lonely life, and a bean represented financial burden. But don't worry, we won't be adding any of that to our dish today. To get things started, let's list off our ingredients. For the Halloween pudding, you'll need 2.5 cups of chopped dried fruit. Today we're using a mixture of raisins, apricots, figs, plums, and dates. You'll also need 1.5 cups of hot black tea, 2.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1.5 cups of sugar, half a cup of lemon marmalade, and an orange for its zest, and 1 large egg. Alright, so what we want to do now is add our black tea bags into this hot water. Now I have a spoon right here. It's going to help us steep it out a little bit faster than usual. There we go. Don't be afraid to push hard on the tea bags. As I can see, the water is turning brownish. That's what you're looking for. All right, now that we have that taken care of, you want to add your dried mixed fruits. Be careful when you do this. You don't want to burn yourself. The water is still fairly hot. Mix up your fruits a little bit, pat them down, make sure they're all covered in the liquid. And you want to let this sit for at least 2 hours. All right, everybody, it has been 2 hours now, and as you can see, our dried fruits sort of have absorbed a lot of the tea, looking very moist now, and it smells amazing. All right, our next step is to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. All right, so now let's start with the easiest part. Right now we're going to be zesting our orange. So just move your orange back and forth, and the zest should be going directly into this bowl. What the zest is going to do is going to add a nice citrusy, tangy flavor to our Halloween pudding. It smells absolutely amazing. I love oranges, so I was delighted to hear that we're going to be adding orange zest and lemon marmalade to this because I love citrus, and it's going to add a nice fruity flavor to this fall treat. All right, perfect. I think we have gotten about a teaspoon of orange zest. There we go. So let's go ahead and put our orange and our zester aside and our orange zest aside. And now let's focus on beating this egg. I'm going to go ahead and crack it. Like that. We're going to go in and whisk this egg, just like that. All right, perfect. Now it is ready for our lemon marmalade. And let's continue to whisk this together. Make sure all those big clumps are mixed into the egg. All right, now we need to add our orange zest as well as our fruit mixture. Go and add your zest. Mix that in together. And now we are ready to add our dried mixed fruits that have been marinating for a couple of hours in our black tea. We're going to go ahead and add it to our egg marmalade mixture. And after that, we are going to add this into our flour mixture, which we are going to prepare here very shortly. Sort of add all your fruits in there. Mix it up. And again, this is now ready for our flour mixture, which we will prepare right now. All right, now let's move on to mixing our dry ingredients, starting off with our flour. We have some sugar we're going to add as well. Some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and some baking soda. Just go and mix this together. And now we're going to add our fruit mixture. Now, if your mixture seems a little bit too dry, it's all right to add just a little bit of water to it. And that should alleviate the issue. And make sure all of the dry ingredients is exhausted up. You don't want to leave any flour on the bottom or on the sides of your container. Take a look at that. It smells amazing. And again, I think it's almost ready for our baking pan. Today we're using a 9-inch bundt pan. And I'm going to go ahead and grab it and some grease so we can go ahead and grease the pan before we add this mixture inside of it. Okay, I'm greasing this pan. There we go, that should be enough. All right, so let's go ahead and pour our mixture into our pan. Just like that. Again, it smells awesome. Can't wait to try it. And if you're using a bundt pan, try not to let any of the mixture go down the center. While you're doing it, it's also a good idea to spread it out, just like that. So a lot of the mixture evenly distributes. Yeah, I had to change out that fork for a spoon. It makes things a lot easier. So if you're out there, if you need to use a spoon, go ahead and do it. It makes things a lot easier. All right, I think we are ready. Again, make sure you evenly distribute the batter across the entire baking pan. Perfect, and I think it's ready for the oven. All right, so make sure you put on some oven mitts. Right now we're gonna be adding our Halloween pudding to the oven for about 350 degrees for about 1 hour. All right, everybody, it has been 1 hour, and it looks like and smells like our Halloween pudding is ready. And take a look at that, everybody. Look at that, nice golden brown, and it smells absolutely amazing. All right, now that we've taken our Halloween pudding out of the oven, we need to wait at least 10 minutes for it to cool completely off. Once the 10 minutes is up, we can go ahead and take it out of the bundt pan. All right, everyone, our 10 minutes is up. Let's go ahead and flip over this bundt pan. Let's take this plate. There you go. Make sure you get a good, solid grip on your pan. Let's go ahead and flip it over. like so. Go ahead and shake it a little bit, lightly. All right, and let's remove the pan. There we go, perfect. Wow, it smells absolutely heavenly. I can't wait to try it, but let's go ahead and cut it open. I'm gonna remove these oven mitts. We have this plate prepared right here. Let's take this knife. There we go, finally. Smells, look at that, it smells awesome. I can really, personally I can really smell the, again, the orange, the citrusy. Probably comes from the zest, the citrusy scent. But also remember, we have lemon marmalade in here as well. Before I try it on again. Take a look at all the fruits we have in here. Again, we have raisins, apricots, figs, orange zest, lemon marmalade, and plums. Again, this is very fragrant, very sweet, and I think it is time to go ahead and try a piece. A little bit hot, let's go ahead and blow on it, and let's try it. Wow. Very fruity, very rich. Wow, that is amazing. Everyone take a look at that. That is our Halloween pudding, our Irish Barmbrack. And I hope you all get to try this at home very soon. This is amazing. Thank you so much for tagging along with us today. We hope you enjoyed this take on a Halloween classic, Irish Barmbrack, and learning about its impact on American and North Carolinian history. We greatly appreciate your support. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more content just like this. And we'll see you next time on the Culinary Civil War Tales. Thank you.